feel. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Okay, hello everybody. Let's see, I don't think This is ring. You should be able to hear me right now, and looks like we have some people chiming in. Hello, Claire and Jennifer, I think, and Carla, and I don't really know how to say your name. Anamra. Dia. Well, sorry if I butchered your name there. I'm really sorry. I couldn't really read it. Anyway, sorry for the sort of half-second delay there. The YouTube comments didn't seem to be working. Hey, there's Jackie. So anyway, everything seems to be working. I have done a test recording, and as far as I can tell, everything is Heidi. Oh, okay, Heidi. Okay, cool. Anyway, so I've done a test recording and everything sounded good, and so I'm ready to to see what happens here. As always, I changed the format up a little bit, but it's really not that that major. I'm still making an effort to try and clean it up a little bit, and tonight, one of the cameras, there's going to be two cameras on Sheila tonight, just to give another perspective, and we'll play with that. One of her cameras is going to be labeled wrong. So anyway, welcome, everybody. One sec. So anyway, tonight we're going to be talking about footwork, and here's what I think is happening with this class and what I hope is happening for you guys. First of all, I hope you're doing great. Thank you for sticking with me. But what's kind of happening is this class is really kind of falling in, and it makes sense that it sort of feels like my local classes, and I keep saying that. And part of the local class is it's like a yoga class. Like you're not just going there to learn brand new poses every time. You're going to do yoga, or to be in that yoga container space activity. And so a lot of these classes are that way now, and I'm really starting to see that. And I was stumbling through YouTube today, and I can't remember exactly how it happened, but suddenly I was seeing all these like hoop tutorials, and like recently made hoop tutorials of lots of different cool moves, broken down like a million different ways by a million different people, and some of them had like hundreds of thousands of plays. I know Deanne Love does a bunch, and so it made me feel kind of more comfortable in not teaching specific moves, like wedgies and escalators and things like that. There's stuff that I don't really do a lot of. I might do some kind of weird Baxter version of it, but oh sweet, hi from Vancouver. But, and by the way, thanks everybody for chiming in, but there's loads of space to learn those. And then I'm totally aware that, if I was you, there might be a moment where I sort of veer off of the class, but still listen to the things I'm saying or whatever, and do those kind of moves. So I hope you're digging the vibe of the class. Unless I, change my mind or get different feedback from you guys, I think we're going to sort of stay with this kind of hoop companion idea. So tonight I want to jump in. I really want to make sure I have class started by 7:10 now. So with tonight's class, with all that being said, this is an activity class that's really meant to get your feet moving. But this is not like a footwork dance class where we're going to learn steps or anything like that. Mostly what this means is that the emphasis of every single exercise, hopefully, will be our feet. And then the way I usually teach these classes is sometimes it's usually core heavy, but sometimes we bounce all over the place. All right? So thanks for everybody for chiming in and saying what's up. One thing to consider, and for those of you watching this in replay, oh, by the way, replays, this is a new thing. High quality replays go up the next day. It takes so long to load from here. It took 24 hours or something to load the last one, but the quality is so worth it. So if you're watching this on replay, if you can wait, just hop over one frame over to the left there and try the higher quality version. Sweet, Kelly, thank you for that. Okay, so as always, housemate and friend Sheila is there. You can sort of see her knee. She's laying on the ground. She likes to start off that way. We're going to move into sway. If you're new with me, if this is your first time seeing the class, I hope you're getting a vibe from me. I teach in a more experiential way, where, and less of like whiteboard kind of way, although I have a whiteboard, but less of that. And so the class is really meant to teach just enough that you still have room to be creative. So we're going to jump straight in. And oh, wait. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Please chime in if you're here. Now, I'm going to turn off on this screen. We won't be seeing the comments and things like that. But so we have two great versions of Sheila's knee right now. There we go. There we go. Okay, here we go, class. Thank you for, hopefully you're getting a laugh out of this. Blindfolded as I usually do. If you're here for the first time, if you're here for the first time, sway means you can move any way that you'd like to. Sheila is maybe still lying down. You could stretch. This is your time to get warm. Let go. Audible breath in. Breath in. In the stories of the Maidan, which is the myth that my teaching is based on, the body is seen as two trees, a right tree and a left tree. Your feet are the deepest reaches of those roots. Your toe would be the deepest root. And the Maidan imagined that when I pull my foot up, that root comes all the way back up into the tree, can become light, but then when it places itself back down, it pushes that root back deep into the earth, to a connection that's deeper than the surface of the floor, beneath that and beneath that and beneath that. Audible breath in. My feet as my roots. This conveyor of energy that comes up earth itself. Audible breath in. If you're watching for the first time, we move any way we want to. During sway, I like to go blindfolded just to help me relax. Audible breath. awareness to your feet if it's not there already. And by awareness, I mean that you turn the lights on in that foot, in each foot. And with the lights on there, you can see more clearly every little movement your feet make to stabilize you, to support you, to lift you, to move you. Audible breath in. Okay, sweet, Alice. Lauren, you're here, sweet. All right. We're going to keep moving into one sort of guided sway here. And we're going to work on balance. And particularly, we're going to start to work on articulating our feet when we have an off foot. So you don't have to keep a foot up, but when that foot is off the ground, it's no longer bearing weight, then I'm going to dance it a little bit. Okay, just like Sheila's doing. She's doing something we call drawing. Oh, I should turn my foot. I actually have a footwork cam tonight. So I'm bringing my feet up. The off foot I'm considering, and it articulates. I think it was last week in class that we talked about how we can feel wind on our feet. Feeling that wind will sometimes make the movement feel a little more organic. Nice. Sheila's got very good balance. TJ, welcome. Getting the heart rate going. And the reason I'm asking you to do balance is to wake up the legs. Because here's what happens. As I move them, they activate. As they activate, they get lighter. Much lighter. Sometimes you have to push through a little fatigue or push through a little lethargy or whatever it is in your movement to actually find the excitement that you're looking for. Sweet. All right. What's that? Well, it actually was looking pretty cool because of your footwork. Yeah, but you're right. It needs to be somewhere else. Okay. We're going to grab our hoops now. And, yeah, I'm planning on playing some hip-hop tonight, so I'm hoping that Facebook doesn't get too mad at me. Okay. Hope you guys are here and having fun. Okay. We're going to warm up to really wide stances now, really power stances. And so what I want you to do, if you have the room to do it, is to take emphatic, sort of dramatic steps, right? Then raise, and then move to another one. Whatever you do with the hoop doesn't matter. If you want to do what I'm doing, I'm just doing a simple isolation. This is me tracing with my foot. Well, not tracing, but following. And then this is me taking big sumo steps. Big, keeping my stance really wide. really wide stance, when you keep those legs pushed out, you'll feel, don't hurt yourself, but you'll feel pivot coming through that rooted foot. Good. Love this song. Sweet. Elizabeth City. There you go, Sarah. Yeah, I agree, Lauren. There is something about being live. Now, I'm taking big steps, and I'm going to go ahead, and everybody dances differently, but I want to wake up my legs up. So I'm putting a little bit of a up and down. If you're a beginner, I really want to emphasize to you that I don't need a single trick. And what I'm doing right now is athletically conditioning myself. Nice. always saying is that when we do these samurai horizontals, for pausing them and especially for sending them back, I'll get up here so you can see me in both angles. There we go. I'm using my feet. I'm using that footwork. I stop it with my legs. Boom. Boom. Okay. All right. We are going to hop over. I really hope Facebook doesn't kick us off. I think I've played this song in class before. You guys dug it. But actually, we're going to go ahead and start off with light feet right now. Okay, let's do some footwork on the waist. Now what we're going to do tonight, it might be tough if you're hooping on a beach, but what we're going to do tonight, we're going to stay with the footwork, and we're going to practice a very gentle version of something called hot coals. And hot coals is this, you imagine that you're this total badass, in control of your mind, and that you can walk across hot coals as long as you keep your feet moving, as long as they don't stay too long, you don't get burned. In fact, you're so good at it that you can kind of dance over it.
Running through rhythms, proceeding in the torchlights. Floating on melodies help me make my thoughts glide. Stay inebriated through music, I'm off my rocking into the depths of the lost eye. Jumping off a cliff in the faith, I'm a fall guy. Never falling, knowing the heavens we all fly. Fourth dimension rocket ships telling you all why. Wake up from your slumber, my children, it's all lies. Money just like everything else, it all dies. Itself is lost and it still. Can I get a dime sack to help me focus on wealth? Not material wealth, cause true
now I'm
wealth
gonna start to put steps into mine. But I'm still staying with my hot coals and keeping my feet up off the ground. If you're a beginner, stay upright if you can. Stay upright. Pitching is something you have to work out later. So it's better just not to start off with that version. Nice. Sheila's doing a good job. She's got her hands in flight. She's got,
put the pen to the paper,
she's got action throughout the whole body.
What is channeling through me without no thinking about it, no doubt about it, part of my being. Came in to open the spirit and let you see it. It's time to let it all flow out, no further seeking. I'll follow it as I hear it about to begin. Follow the light as I take you on a journey deep in.
If you're
side of the side of the light, you might just want to be in.
You can do some things. I'll sort of show you here in the close-up cam.
Go on and flow
You
with
can
what
do
you're
some things, like you can teach yourself, all right, I'm going to step forward to the right, or whichever side. Then I'm going to step back. Then I'm going to step to the left square, right? Then I'll hop over to the right top, right? And back here, okay? So my point is that I can take a box.
Everything's alright now when you're living in the light now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Good. Good.
Living and struggling every day to make more. Poor's getting poorer, so niggas just take dough.
If you're getting a little bored, I can bring my hands into it, like Sheila was doing.
Instead of the great soul. Cultivating image, but it was off the show.
If I don't know how to dance to a style of music that they're playing, I can just, if I'm in my hoop, I can just, do weird drills or shapes or whatever. I happen to like this song. Hey, Hoopy Smiles.
It feels like a surgery with someone that I want to get up with now.
All the replays are in better quality the next day or so.
When you're living in the light now.
Tonight we're working on footwork.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
This is a space, as I mentioned in the beginning, that we can train together, that we can have fun together, meditate together. Good. Now, if you can, I can come up to the shoulders here, and I'm still keeping that hot coal, still keeping my feet moving. And some of you might find this harder, to keep your feet moving while shoulder hooping, and that's an indication of just how much energy you are getting from that planted foot. And so when you start to move the feet, you're going to have to find a way to compensate so that the hoop doesn't walk on you. All right. Yeah, that's going to get us kicked off. Okay. I want to just keep moving. I'm really having fun with this. I don't think we need a break yet. I've played this song before. I think some of you sort of like it. But now we're going to talk a little bit more about footwork and rhythm with the feet. And instead of worrying so much about hot coals, we're going to allow our feet to plant, but to spin, to twist and pivot on that planted spot. With shoes, without shoes, barefoot, doesn't really matter. So, the slicker the better, maybe, and sometimes. Good. So you're adding another motion, which is this twist, right? This old school. So it makes a sound. Get up in her ear and tell her now. Come on, you gotta dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it. And then, depending on your dance history or just the way you've grown up moving, some people are more naturals at a rock step than other people. But I'm not thinking of it as a dance move right now, but just a way of, swishing your energy back and forth. I put one foot in front of the other, at some distance. And then the two legs kind of work together into their resistance to create, a rock. One more time, how you move so quick, it blows my mind. Grab your girl by the waist and turn her around. Tap that ass real good so it makes a sound. Get up in her ear and tell her now. Come on, you gotta dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it. Damn, baby girl, don't you stop. You gotta dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it. I can lower into my legs. Nice. Shake it, drop it. Damn, baby girl, don't you stop. This will get the heart going. Damn, baby girl, don't you stop. Rock steps really help you in shoulders. Let's come up to the shoulders, see if we can. You gotta dip it. Sometimes the best way to get the energy you need for shoulders is to develop a good rock step. One of the ways you can learn how to not turn while shoulder moving too. Get a good rock step going. I'm shaking the whole torso here, back and forth. Leave me breathless like I got asthma. Now come up with a new addition and see the faces on your competition. Nah, girl, you if I can really get that rock step in and work it up, I really don't have to move my arms very much at all. Tap that ass real good so it makes a sound. Get up in her ear and tell her now. You gotta dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it. Kelly, change your plans. Come back. Shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it. Damn, baby, nice. Girl, don't you stop. You gotta dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it. So I can bring in hot coals and this sort of rock step rhythm. Start to get pops. And I can do all this, of course, at the waist. Damn, baby girl, don't you stop. Right. Damn, baby girl, don't you stop. You gotta dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it. Damn, baby girl, don't you stop. You gotta dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it. Damn, baby girl, don't you stop. You gotta dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it. You gotta dip it, pop it, shake it, drop it, dip it, pop. Okay, sweet. All right. Grab some water if you need it. I know that we are kind of doing a lot of work, but I kind of want to stay here and then maybe chill out a little bit later. But let's keep the energy up while we've sort of got it here. And all right. this is everybody's favorite song. This is a hip hop song, but there's kind of some words in this one. But we're gonna
another Mike Diesel production.
What's your name?
okay. We're gonna go back to some core hooping.
Is he rich like me?
And then as the class goes on, I'm going to hold you a little bit looser and looser here because I want you to, when you start to feel flow, that's what I want you to do. And what I'm hoping is that, that we've actually, now have our feet already activated, so I don't really have to remind you as much. All right, but now we're going to talk about turning with the current and against the current, especially if you're a beginner, knowing the difference between.
I got a million.
This is
Got
going to
an
turn
ass
with
so
the current.
bad it'll kill a thong. We can get
Same
it on
direction.
if we get along. And you're fresh in your chest, not silicone. What I'm sitting on, you can put a midget on. You can take and stretch out this little mini on. Then roll them round. Yeah, it's going down. Hear the sound like I might get the ground. I see your juice, your purse, see your fly bag. Maybe take a double look when I drive past. So I double back and I hopped out. Stop tripping on the door, that's how I pop out.
Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Who's your daddy?
I'm turning with, there I am, I'm turning with the
Rich
current.
like me?
And I can start to see how the current will help me find my steps. For instance, I'm just kind of floating a foot out there right now.
What you need
Going back to that wide
Got my
step.
mind, got my grind, got my money, yeah. Got my 20s, got my fitness, and my hundreds, He can't, she can't, y'all can tell me no.
Wide
Pipes
step.
on the bike, 8 pipes on the Hummer truck. Homie, what you
arms
really
are out here
think?
to
Back
help
when
me
the number
balance.
one. Man, 7 years, y'all been hating on me coming up. The boy ain't raw, I ain't really get your number. I ain't in the hand-me-downs. What I look like, a bummer. Got a sweet potato, 90 lamb, Thanksgiving cup. Got
If I turn
26,
against
20
the current,
lamb sitting on the
which you don't
truck.
have to do,
Franklin in
but
the
if I turn
spring, got my
against
wrist
the
get your
current,
cup. Ask
it's
your
a
mama,
much
who's your
different
daddy? Young
feeling.
rich, what the fuck?
And my feet will want to do that pivot thing on the ground that they were doing earlier.
Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime
I like this song too much to talk. We'll
to show
just keep the rest
you
of
what
this.
you need to
We're turning with and against the current and seeing how that relationship changes your
Is he
steps.
rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live?
What you doing? What matter? What the trouble is? We online right now. What the bubble is? Nigga talking big stacks. I'm a double is. Need another wife? Give another rib. Fuck around last night and got another kid. From the kid, fuck around and got another crib.
Why that boy wacko on some other shit? Keep brothers ain't on no baby mother shit. Love a Benz, love a Jag, BMW bitch. You on my team, well, join in the huddle, bitch. Get in the kitchen, make a jump, make it bubble, bitch. Who the man, who the shit, who's your daddy, bitch?
Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live?
stereo, pump material, boy. The mother's cold front. If you ain't got the glow, yo, you ain't got nothing. And you were not the man, you were just a boy.
Sorry about this. So here's what we're talking about. You're gonna lift your heels up off the ground like you've got little air cushion springs underneath your heels.
Let's go see if you a superstar, come nobody told me.
Sorry.
Hey, just let me know. I'm at the finish line, they ain't even say go.
Okay.
I know a couple girls that never say no.
I think we got a little bit of delay. So I'm moving on top of my heels. So I really want you to feel this because I did a whole workshop series on this actually.
I was at the dealership looking at a Bentley.
Cushion, keeping a little, soft pillow of air, springy pillow of air underneath my heels.
Sorry for the blow, and don't try dip me. I know what.
And now what I want you to do is try something that, like we were just doing, it might be a little bit harder. I want you to see if it feels any differently, right? So come up to your shoulders if you can shoulder move.
I be making moves, even Usain Bolt in real life can't.
Is it any easier? Is it harder?
This is what we do. Don't go to work.
What happens when you come up to the shoulders or the chest and you keep the heels, keep my heels up off the ground? Right? How's that feel? Right? Now come back to the flat feet.
Out there, young bundle
or
up, might as well
just regular contact.
I'm coming
Feel how
out.
different that feels? I don't want you to strain your
Catch me
feet.
out in Nice, ain't no particular reason, just one hit the beach. But back to the grind. I could keep it going without doing no lines. How about you? Shades be looking cool.
Heels off the ground. And for me, this position, isn't a place that I would always want to stay, but it helps me sort of develop control at the front of my foot. And my toes, I can feel, are doing their best to root down. But what I'm really noticing is that I'm getting a lot of graceful pop on the hoop, some graceful push on the hoop, of just raising my heel up off the ground. Time to make it its own exercise, but I can do a little skating, by just not like lifting the foot, but not lifting it completely off the ground.
We out. What? I said we out. What?
Okay. All right. Okay, big breath in. We're going to do one more heart sprint. This last song will be the last of the upbeat ones, and then we'll move into some slower stuff. Thank you guys, as always, for joining me. I'm hoping you're digging all the layout. I'm trying to kind of get it a little more simple and clean. I'm really digging that you can see the comments. But keep me posted on what you think. Okay, so this is probably like something I want to offer to people that have been struggling to learn angle hooping. Because this is because with angles, it's very hard at first. In fact, it's so hard, we have an expression called put it on wheels, because it's really hard at first to get unrooted from angles. And I don't know exactly why. I'm not smart enough to know what causes people to do it, but it's hard. And eventually we have to kind of slowly sort of pry them up. So there's one technique that one way that you can angle hoop that kind of can help you learn how valuable your feet can be to you. And it's a little bit easier. So we're going to do some neck hooping. And what I want you to do is to pitch yourself just a little bit forward so there's no danger of the hoop hitting your knees or whatever. And then what I want you to do is raise, just like we were doing before, raise the heels off the ground, okay? Just a little bit, nothing to strain, as you set the hoop into motion. And then I want you to see if you can just pretend to bounce on that sort of, cushion of air underneath your heel. Okay, so here we are. I'm here, and I'm just going to start bouncing. Sorry. Okay. Now, even if I can't feel that bounce, I can drop those heels, and then I can bounce at the knees. I can bounce at the legs here. I've got kind of a steeper angle than I really want. Something like this. Right? And then this is something where if that twisting of the feet, like the way we were moving them on the surface this way, sometimes with angles, it can be beneficial to think about the angle of the twist as you are coming up. It's almost like the energy is coming up, but also getting added a twist coming up from the legs. For me, it would be outward, I think. So I'm here, and I'm gonna start with my heels, and then I'm gonna move into my legs. But then from my legs, I'm going to start to feel like the front of each foot turn into the new direction. And what that's going to do is you'll see me start to, nice, Sheila's doing it. At least one person's got it. So it's here, I bounce on my heels, I start to bounce on my feet, and then I turn. As I come up, I'm turning this foot into this way, then turning this one into this way. I wouldn't overthink it because it's kind of almost natural to do it. And you may have like a different version of this. And then, I hope I'm not driving you crazy with my mic hitting this, but thanks, John. But when people talk about your angles wanting to walk on you, it wants to move. One of the things you can do is, what that means is that one side is dominating the push, right? And so you can find, you're always in balance this way, back and forth. But one side is pushing. You see how I have a crisscross of push? It's coming from my left foot through my right shoulder, my right foot through my left shoulder, some, manner of that. So. Okay. All right. Yeah, since we're running low on time, let me put some music on. And then let's... Here we go. All right, so we're going to work into angles.
Whoa, that's trouble, girl. When you blow that bubble, girl. You know that's trouble,
what's going on
girl.
with me in the playlist. I like this track. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can start. And I'm going to lift my heels up. And I'm going to see if I can start to bring in some left and right. Now, if I know how to shoulder hoop, I can bring a shoulder to either one of my ears. I'll just touch an ear with my shoulder, boom, and then I'm back.
The way she work it make me want to spend hell on my cheese, buy her a ticket and bring her to Coachella with me. Even my mama can curse, but bubbles to dinner and yeah, she brought all of them curves. She got my straight homegirls trying to holler at her, but she signed up by me, baby. Yeah, I had the autograph. Uh-oh, mouthpiece in trouble, cuz try to start a conversation, but I just stuttered up. Twerky, mama, she can cut her up, call me ass kisser, cuz I'm just trying to fuck her up. All day we having fun in the sun, and that night she give it to me like a front of her son. Booty BPM like 101. Drummer boy on that butt like ba-rumpa bum bum. Boy on that butt like ba-rumpa bum. Drummer boy on that butt like ba-rumpa bum. Drummer boy on that butt like ba-rumpa bum. Drummer boy on
Touch
that
the ear if I want to bring it down onto the shoulders.
Whoa, that's trouble, girl, when you blow that bubble, girl. You know that's trouble, girl, when you
Nice. So Sheila's got a good bounce. She's got a good control. She's basically teaching her body right now how to maintain that as long as possible. Once I have any measure of success, if I want, I can start to put wheels on it. And this is where we get into the footwork part of tonight's class. because I'm keeping my feet light. And so because I'm doing that, I can kind of step more. And I can take like a big step and up, big step. In some ways, angle hooping is kind of easier for taking a big step.
Makes it hard to be out here trying to function. Didn't have to get at her, she would rather
on my neck right now.
She was quick to come and get it, wasn't dragging her feet. Now I stay up on that booty like my passenger seat. 24/7 smashing like some rabbits in heat. In the club, push me up against the wall. Player where I usually stay posted up like wallpaper.
All right.
Back to home.
Let's try one more approach to a different part of the body, and then we'll free hoop and get out of here. Thank you guys for joining me, by the way. All right. So now we're going to talk about more traditional angle hooping. And this time I want you to lift the heels. Again, do that lift thing. Pitch forward. There you go. Okay. This is something I wanted to cover last time in the angle class that I forgot to cover. One of the things that really helps in angles to establish them is to push down in one direction and
bringing
up
you back
the
what you're missing. Hip hop, hard truth.
Okay, I love that song, but that's gonna be good. Okay, this will be our last song, but this is just something I wanted to mention about angles here. If I lift my heels up, so what I'm getting at is that I have to push down with the front of me and up with the back of me. So as I lean forward, that's downward push, downward push, downward push. But as, you know, my backside as night comes up, that needs to be pushing up, right? Nice, there you go. There you go. And so if you're having trouble getting a hoop into an angle, focus on pushing, you know, like if it's earth, push down, but also think I need to pop up. That sort of, you know, might be counterintuitive, but like, I'm not really, the down part's kind of easy. It's almost the pop up is the harder part. Good, Sheila, good. Good. And then, you know, not to overcoach, but if I lift my heels even just a little bit, I get even more zip on the hoop, and that'll help me learn this and grace up with it. And then I can start to put this on wheels. You know, this is kind of maybe a little bit more beginner, that I can take my angle and take a step forward. Take my angle. Right? Now, I'll grant you that when you go to sky angle at the waist, it's a little bit harder to lift the heels. It still works, but it's just harder. But thinking about the energy coming up from your feet as you drop back into sky. I mean, I'm still lifting my heels. Oh, nice. Good. Now I need to slip under the hoop and push up. So think about the motion. You gotta get under it. So we'll drop this back and push this up. And the reason I'm teaching this on footwork is that if you can keep these legs going that we've been working on all night, you might get more power than you need. Reduce the ab load. Of course, you know, maybe you turn your feet in more, maybe you turn them out more, maybe you bring your feet together more. Heart rate up. Good. Our next class will be Monday night, 7 o'clock. I will definitely be doing a jam. I might do a couple of things this weekend. I'm going to be flying solo here at the house. So I'm going to do what everybody does when they're bored now. I'm going to live stream. But I hope you found this class helpful. And we're coming to angles. can't stress enough that it's hard to bend back and forth like this, pivoting from here. The body's made to do this sort of a bounce. And so whatever the angle is, if I can, instead of doing something awkward like this, if I can keep stepping at your own pace. Sweet. Okay. The playlist. Sweet, Kristen. Okay, sweet, Kristen. Thank you. All right. We're going to keep going.
Dead press.
Let's see, I don't know this song.
Cool.
I can't remember.
People where the G's at.
All right, we'll see. I don't know if this song is rough or not. I can't really remember. But this is the Free Hoop, y'all. Thank you so much.
Fuck the police. Hey, y'all ready for this shit? Y'all Trump. Y'all ready to get this bitch crump?
You got to get up right now. Turn the system upside down. You're supposed to be fed up by now. Turn the system upside down. Get up.
Honestly, I'm against this government. I ain't got to cover it up, that's what I meant. Sick of paying bills and I'm sick of paying rent. Seem like I work all the time but don't know where the money went. And the funny shit is we supposed to like this shit, but all y'all politicians could bite this dick. It's a war going on, the ghetto is a cage. They only give you two choices, be a rebel or a slave. What you do, I rebel. Like an ulcer in the belly of the beast, staying true to it. Since my whole street days in the blue Buick, niggas been fighting so long, seem like I'm used to it. Now what y'all know about how the cool do it? Truth fluid, Booth put the funk to it, ain't nothing to it. This is for the cheese all the way to the bay, from Frisco to Oakland, all over LA. You got to get up.
All right.
Y'all ready for this?
I want something a little bit less intense right now. I love Dead Prez. But... All right. Sorry, y'all. Changing the mix. Sweet.
And in comes the 2 to the 3 and 4. Then I drop the beat I have in store. Lay the lyrics on the top like a rod. Make it sound smooth and later make a dub. Enunciate well so that you can tell I am not illiterate, no, not even a little bit. Nothing like an idiot. Get it? You want the record? Cool, I'm with it. Let the rhythm take you. Shake it cause it makes you. As I turn the knob to the door you escape through. Going like a nut, don't be a pump. And I let it play cause dress ain't funky enough. Rasta. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Watch the smooth lyrics that take place. If you want another reason why it must be funky, yo, I am not a jackass, meaning not a donkey, so I will play the game like it should be played. Drop the funk and do the mix so the bass will never fade. Ship it to the station in your jurisdiction. Brothers say I'm dope and the others think I'm bitching. No crowd can avoid the D.O. to the C.
Thank you everybody for joining me tonight. This is our Free Hoop.
See the simple fact is I am dope and known. I rock a funky beat without a chord, so in this my conclusion. You will enjoy the fusion and I will ascend with the style that I am using. Knowing that it's tough and it's not a buff. I think I'll let it play cause dreads ain't funky enough. Hip hop. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Dread make the funky hip hop music, so check it. Listen to the kick, popping with a click. And with no rehearsals, I'm dropping funky verses. Stupid with the bitch with the thing that you are relying on. You love it when it battles is the fact that I am buying on suckers. Never come close cause of knowing. There's no stopping the doc when I am going. But in the event, someone would try to juice this. Stop him in his tracks, show him that I am ruthless. I don't give a damn, don't think that I am joking. Cause I don't think he is funny when you're messing with my money. And stick with tell me this, you'll try, you gotta stop him. But with no frills, so I just drop him. Continue with the rhyme and make sure I get mine with no static. Cause it's so the SMG to get my 9. But lessons have endured, now I get it all I'm fun and let it play. When the people say, Trey, yo, that's funky enough.
the D O to the C. I need a break so I can check around. See who's the hell that is sitting down. I want all chairs off the floor. And if he stands to the wall, show him the door. And I'm kicking the beat to give you something to rock to. I go non-stop to not to look at the clock. You perceive, but can't believe you're being taken. By beat so cool, you start shaking and shivering. Cause I'm delivering the answer. Haven't seen if you're a hell of a dancer. You tried sitting, but it just won't work. Cause the beat is so rough. So tell me, tell it, don't be funky enough. But the Dr. Dre, kick it. Na na na. Na na na. Na na na. Na na na. Let's get funky on the mix now, right? Let's get funky on the mix now, right? Let's get funky on the mix now, right? Let's get funky on the mix now. Hey, put it in the middle and drop it on the one, boy.
Yeah, damn it. Get it in. Revelation, I just woke up this morning, got to thinking, maybe I could do more than just dreaming. The sky's the limit, and all that's in it is mine. Revelation, I think I might just make it one step at a time, but time is taking too long. Feel like spreading my wings, so I'ma stop slipping and fly. Revelation, I tell me, have you ever had a dream? Feels so real, but the next thing you know, it's eyes open, and you're rolling over on the bed of the sofa, ground if you pull up. Once more, it happens again. I stand up, stretch out, and start wondering, will I ever make it, or could I ever take it, or will it change my ways when I sit and think? One in many and a few in plenty. Simple, the odds are stacked high against me. The best days stuck in their ways, still undiscovered, while the rest they live out their days with dreams of nothing. I'm something, but I ain't gon' act to start frontin' just to get attention. And I ain't gon' waste none of my time listening to what they say. I'ma make it day after day, keep on moving, cause fate gon' change, but only those with the powerful will can sway his gaze and maintain sanity as it comes your way. Hey. Just woke up this morning, got to thinking, maybe I could do more than just dreaming. The sky's the limit, and all that's in it is my revelation. I think I might just make it one step at a time, but time is taking too long. Feel like spreading my wings, so I'ma stop slipping and fly. Revelation. I just woke up this morning, got to thinking, maybe I could do more than just dreaming. The sky's the limit, and all that's in it is my revelation. I think I might just make it one step at a time, but time is taking too long. Feel like spreading my wings, so I'ma stop slipping and fly.
When I pick up the mic, I make the great escape, searching for a better place, going after dreams, and I ain't talking about a paper chase. Looking for the answers in life, it's like a race in time, dying every day, we're getting closer to that flat line. Think about my family, will I see them when I leave here? Nothing lasts forever, and I wonder, should I have fear? Is that the beginning of what we call the end? I don't understand the system that religions comprehend. Yo, I lost a few friends, and I wonder where they've been. I can feel them watching over me deep down within. Even those not close, I can still feel the presence, as if I might have known them, but that's just the human essence. Having revelations of the truth when I'm in the booth, questioning the world's answers in search of proof, cause they all seem odd and wrong. You either win or lose, but I think it's deeper than that, so revelation. I just woke up this morning, got to thinking, maybe I can do more than just dreaming. The sky's the limit, and all that's in it is mine. Revelation. I
just woke up this morning, got to thinking, maybe I could do more than just dreaming. The sky's the limit, and all that's in it is my revelation. I think I might just make it one step at a time, but time is taking too long. Feel like spreading my wings, so I'ma stop slipping and fly. Revelation. I just woke up this morning, got to thinking, maybe I could do more than just dreaming. The sky's the limit, and all that's in it is my revelation. I think I might just make it one step at a time, but time is taking too long. Feel like spreading my wings, so I'ma stop slipping and fly. Revelation.
As always, thank you, Sheila, for participating. This next song will be the absolute last song for us. Actually, we should probably not get kicked off. This is our last little closing meditation-y bit. Thank you, Cinda. Thank you, everyone. Oh, sweet. I was hoping you'd notice that. Sweet. Y'all have a great night. Thank you guys so much.